Howdy folks, Kerbo here, back on Wasteland Survival. One of those famous Pertam storms is rolling through, but I've been working on the base here, getting some armor up around the outside, and I'll show you some more changes we've got. And we'll just kind of give a general update. I found silicon and magnesium right over there. I've been going about 2.5 kilometers that way. Didn't realize it was right in my backyard, and it's not as deep. So we're getting some of that too, because while we have a lot of iron, tons and tons of iron, we're running pretty low on silicon. I'm going to go over and show you the Oasis house here in a bit. I got that all finished up. That took a lot of silicon, all that glass. So that just about ran me out. I need to get up here. Drop one of these down. Actually, a couple of these down. There we go. I really like this scaffolding mod. It's super handy. And I enjoy not having the jetpack. It makes it more interesting for me. I got a Gatling up there on the top. Got a ladder to get access to that. It just feels fun using a ladder instead of a magic jetpack. Great thing about modded gameplay is you can play how you want. Got off, so I did a little painting, as you can see. I'm starting to get a little bit of decoration going. I'm not sure how I want to fill in around these cargo containers. We'll see. Got the, I don't know what to call this guy, the Buffalo maybe? It's the small transport truck, STT is what I've got the parts named as. So I've got it to get fully charged, and what I did here is I put a second connector on. That one's just a straight connector. This one has a sorter, so what it'll do is when I dock here, when I connect to this connector, it pulls in all the ore and scrap metal automatically. So my plan is probably that mine, and maybe I need to find a nickel mine. I'll go over there with the truck, grab the ore and bring it back here to get refined. So that's kind of the idea anyway. And I've built myself a living quarters. A little more painting here and there. We're stopped mining right now because, believe it or not, we went down that whole other piston. I don't know if we can't even see the bottom. And we're still in iron. So that is a lot of iron. I don't think we'll ever have to go anywhere else for iron. We've got a ton. Look in the inventory here. 1,800,000. 1.8 million. We've got a lot of iron. We've got a little bit of silicon now, but I'd like to get a lot more. I think we're pretty low on nickel. About 117 got pulled in there. 187 in the other assembler. I think that's all the nickel. So we need to get nickel and silicon in here. Actually, how are we doing on magnesium? We need that for ammo. We've got all the guns loaded right now. We've got extra ammo made, which is good. How are we doing on magnesium? We got about 54 and some change in the assemblers. So not too bad. The only thing we're short on is medical, because I've ran out of silver. But I use the silver upstairs. I put speed modules on the assemblers, so crank out parts really fast. But what I did up here, I made this kind of a room, and I put that screen there for a script I've got. I think maybe I covered that in the last video, but if I didn't, it monitors the 2 large cargo containers, and it'll stop the drill. It'll stop mining when it gets 85% full. So I made a cryopod, cryo chamber. Because one thing I remember reading is when you're paused, your food and water still goes down. So if I'm mining and just want to sit here and monitor it, I can just hop in the cryopod. So that's what that's for. It slows down your oxygen and everything like that. So I've been doing a little decorating. Like I said, I got the, there's a whole bunch of scaffolding. I redid this I'm going to probably use that in the future, maybe to go out and get some more rock, or to go down further out into the iron. But for now, I ran a conveyor tube. I'm going to fall off here. Basically down the side of the shaft. And then down in there, I've branched off that for now. And then I can build different things to mine out all that iron down there, basically, off of that tube. Ah, nice and quiet in here. O2 is high. Our oxygen tank is working. So, did I add? I might have shuffled this around a little. I don't remember what I had. Got some lighting. O2 is working. So, what's the plan? I need to go build some more walls. So, let's do that. Let's grab some steel. I made a slight change to the player inventory size. I went up to, I think it's ×5 instead of ×3. It was just being a little slow. So what do I want to do? I don't know what I want to do around the cargo containers. I'm not the best at making good looking stuff, but I thought about something like this maybe. And we can fill in the bottoms. It's nice and clear. And I've been working on the big project, but also am working on a mine shaft driller that I'm going to try out, I think, on that mine probably. So what it will do is it sits vertically and it just drills straight down. And it uses script and projector and stuff, so it just keeps walking down and it builds a mine shaft with a tube. So I'm going to try to use that to get down to where the ore is, and then I'll have that tube, you know, back out, and then we can transport away. I'm still working on that in creative mode. I took an old auto miner that somebody had made on the workshop, and I'm retrofitting it for my purposes. Yeah, look how deep this hole's getting. It's crazy. Can't even see the bottom from here. That scaffolding only takes, I think, 1 metal a piece. I didn't weld it in. It's just there. Actually, I think I can get top from here if I don't end up falling in. Carefully step, and then let's go across. Got the scaffolding on here somewhere. There we go. It takes construction components for that. Okay, let's use scaffolding then. That'll work. Not sure what I want to do on the front, but let's just get this part filled in. You can do this without falling off. I think I might start sloping in on the corner. Choose the wrong spot. I'll probably slope in at that level. Alright, let's put one of you down, and then we need one with a ladder. Excellent. Uh-oh. Sometimes my scroll wheel scrolls and I don't notice. You're supposed to be a square. Because as we all know, it's hip to be square, right? Any old people in the house? There we go. Oh, I did all those triangles. Oops. Alright, well, let's redo that. Trying to stay up on there. That didn't work out. Y'all probably saw that. I didn't even notice. Back up we go. Tell you what, man, it takes a long time to get down to the bottom of the shaft. You're on the scaffolding. Okay, we are a cube. Let's bring the cubes across. There we go. And then we'll probably come up one more. And I think that one we're gonna do the block that's like this. Start welding everything up. Oh, I welded the scaffolding. It's okay. We'll reuse that eventually. So one of those, and then up for ladder. Yeah, something like that. Alright, I'm going to get this welded up, and then we'll go take a look over at the Oasis house. Wow, that's nice and clear. I'm going to take a little run over here to the Oasis house. Oh boy, this thing does not have good brakes. I might have to upgrade this to the bigger wheels. I've got it pretty full of components, so it's rather heavy. But here we are. It's mostly complete. It doesn't have any painting done on it yet. But let me run over here. We can get a nice outside view of it. It's a little bit dim, but I like it. That's what I had in mind. A little cliff house overlooking this. I did get rid of the tree. I haven't figured out how to get rid of these bushes yet. But you can clip through them. Let's go take a look inside. And I need to get oxygen set up. I don't have oxygen here in the house. I do have an entrance now. Even got a door. Don't have any lights yet, other than the floor lighting. Yeah, nice big window. We've got a couch. Sit here and enjoy the view and hope we don't get smashed by meteors. Good times. And this stuff's going along pretty well. It's still, they don't seem to want to feed to each other, so I think I'm going to put conveyor junctions underneath all of them, see if that helps. But I've got it manually going. Made some space meal bars, and I made some more burgers, I think. Thought I told it to make burgers. Yeah, we'll have it make some more burgers too. Let's queue those up. Get our gray water in here. So we need lights, we need some other stuff, and I brought some construction components with me. Let's go get the truck unloaded. Don't have a connector over here yet. Think about maybe building a garage. I wanted to keep this clean. I don't want a bunch of stuff hanging off of it. I like it just being, you know, a cliff house sticking out the cliff there. We're gonna have to figure out something though. Because this gets kind of tedious. Dumping stuff in, but that's what we'll do for now. Medium cargo container. There we go. Let's leave a little bit of iron in there. Brought some large tubes and stuff over. I want to figure out some way to get oxygen into here without marring the appearance too much. Brought my paint gun so we can maybe do some painting. In fact, let's make these white. So if we're going to go a paint gun, should we go for a bright white? Is that not white? Okay, maybe there's just not enough light for it to... Oh, okay. It's just really dim over here. And then maybe the door? Yeah, definitely gonna get some lights over here. I thought everything was gray. So I've thought about drilling back into the cliff and then back behind having the air vent hidden back over here behind this ridge. So there's a little pocket here, and that kind of hides like the battery and everything. I thought about putting the vent in here. And then come out into the back wall. So we might do that. I have to figure out a way to get drilled in here and then up to here. That should be fun. If I was gonna do that, did I just put it here maybe? Replace this light armor block. With a vent, perhaps? Now I'm stuck in here forever. Come on. Hoi! I don't want to bar up the landscape too much. There we go. Trying to preserve the natural beauty of this rugged landscape, or something like that. So I put the vent there, then we'll go down, and then we'll go into the house. I think that's the plan. And then we'll just have an air vent on the back wall. I'll hide an oxygen tank in there somewhere, because since there is an atmosphere here, it just gets a little thin sometimes. I can do just like what I did over at the other residence. Have an air vent fill the oxygen tank, and then the other vent will come into here. So let's get some lights down. Maybe some corner lights. We have some ceiling lights. We'll see what these look like. And we have, oh, we have hanging lights. Interesting. Let's take a look at those. Something a little different. First, those are blocks that I can't hang from. They can't hang from the glass. So those are out. Oh wait, I need an interior plate. That might be why it wasn't showing up. Here, let's do this. Nope. Just painted that block, I think. Oops. Little misclick. Do I not have any interior plate? Got interior plate. There we go. Okay, can we make the... No, we can't make it there because that's a half block. That makes sense. Can't hang it from the ceiling. Fair enough. So it only wants to hang from the ceiling, huh? Or the wall. Why can't it do this wall? Or how weird it'd look if it was in the wall there. Let's try one. That won't be that expensive. 4 glass, 2 interior plate, and a construction component. So I just need some bulletproof glass. Do I have any glass left over here? I do. Excellent. Did I put that in backwards? Okay. How did I manage that? Why did it even let me do that? It doesn't look backwards. What? What's going on here? shining. Why is it shining behind it? I'm really confused. Okay. Is it confused because it's not on the ceiling? Let's experiment here. I didn't think putting a light up was going to be complicated, so I think these are just broken. Maybe those are from a mod and it's just broken. Okay, well, we won't use that light. I wanted to use something besides the industrial lights. Those are appropriate, you know, on the industrial stuff that we're doing, but I didn't really want to use those. Where's this from? Does it say where it's from? That's DLC. Yeah, I don't know. Those apparently are broken, so... Let's go with the old corner light. So we can adjust the radius and everything on those. So our air vent's going to be probably there. The two lights there and then an air vent. Let's try that out. Yeah, man. I always like to drop these down a little bit to get a little warmer light. Make these... something like that, and then we need some up front as well. Might be a little bright. I can always tweak that. Tweak it to my liking. Then I might make these a little more dim. Just so it doesn't get overwhelming in here. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I want an air vent right there. I think. Or, no, let's put it over here. A little closer to the door. Here we go. Construction in progress. And then I'm going to want to hollow this out and somehow, maybe set a GPS marker, somehow meet up inside. Come down from the near the battery. Meet up inside. So air vent, and then back in here we'll have oxygen and whatnot. That should work. I don't think I need stuff on the sides. If I get an air leak, that might be the first place to look. So I'm going to get this all drilled out, and then I'll be right back. There we go. Finishing touches. So we have an air vent. Right underneath that is an O2 tank. Then I've got piping over to the house. Skip the stairs. Pop in here. Ah, fresh air. So now it's warm since it's airtight. And high O2 content. I turned the lights off because we're We're over our power budget. I checked the battery up there, and it's got, with everything running here, it's got about 12 hours worth of power left. So I might add a solar array to the roof at some point, just to help keep the battery topped off. Added a few little decoration pieces here. I'll be adding more probably as time goes on. A little kitchenette there, just some planters next to the hydroponics, and some crates over here. More storage. That's going to be it for this episode. I did want to talk before I close out here, if there's anybody still watching. I thought about turning off meteors. I can't decide if I want to turn those off or not. I like the threat of them, but it's almost too much free stuff. The rarer metals. I don't know. I'll go back and forth on that. I can sit and relax. Should be able to get my food and drink up to the 125 bonus. There we go. We can just enjoy the scenery here at night. I had some kind of issue with the, what's it called? The spawner. Modular Encounters. But I think I got that sorted. I did a little quick fly around in Spectator and also checked the entities list. So we've got installations on the surface. I don't know about ships and drones. Don't know if those are there yet. But at some point when we go exploring, we're going to be running into either abandoned settlements or armed bases of different factions. So that'll make exploring a little more exciting. I did see one off the distance, I think over towards that way. It was about 4 more kilometers off. So those appear to be working now, which is good, because once we start traveling, I didn't want it to be just an empty, barren planet with only me on here. I'll keep an eye out for cargo ships. I haven't seen anything flying overhead yet, so I'm not sure if that's working. I'll look into it. Next time, I'm not sure. We've got a lot to do. Not sure what's coming up next. But stay tuned for more adventures here on Pertam. Thanks, as always, for watching, and take care.